Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1 and welcome to Boots on the Ground. If you have anything you could offer, please send it to Southern Prepper 1, the number 1, southernprepper1 at yahoo.com. It will be greatly appreciated by me and many others. I try to get to every single one of you. It's just almost impossible. Well, it is impossible, but I appreciate you sending me the emails. Also, if you need to communicate with me, the best way to do it is send me an email. I send you my phone number and we talk. Talking is so much better than just typing back and forth. We can never get anything done because I need input from you. A lot of people want to buy solar generators. I need to know your budget. I need to know if you have good solar. I have to know if you're in a homeowners association where you can't put panels outside. There's so many variables. So talking to you, I will tell you, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So I give you my number and you call me. If I give you my number and say call me, don't send me an email back saying what time. Call me. My phone is on me 16, 18 hours a day. I'm there with the phone. So it's just easier. If you don't get an answer, I will call you back. I actually owe 2 people a call from yesterday that I will make today, but I will call you back. So let's get right into Boots on the Ground. Our small business of the day is people that actually raise geese. These are free range on grass, 100% chemical and pesticide free farm. We do everything organic. They're located in Tennessee. Customers drive from nearby states to purchase our birds. We have pairs and singles, single ones available for sale. And they go all into their birds. They sound awesome. I've never had geese. I've only had ducks and I thoroughly enjoyed them and I will be getting more. These people are willing to talk to you. So if you got some questions about them, I'm going to give you their email, and it's onsandycove at comcast.net. I'll put that in a link. But they raise 2 endangered breeds. They have the cotton patch and the Roman tufted. And they have all kinds of good things about these things. So if you need to learn more, send them an email. And totally urge you to diversify. Chickens are great, but when you get into geese, turkeys, and other types of fowl, you have a different taste of meat, and that's what you need. Probably all have heard that it looks like the Biden administration, and they announced that there's a tentative agreement for the rail strike. So that is great news. A rail strike would cripple the United States, but it looks like they're going to work it out. So that is great news. This person said the fresh produce rows were replaced with wine in my Orlando Costco. Looks more like a liquor store than fresh fruit. The administration has really sold out a lot of our strategic oil reserves, and now they're wanting to actually replenish it. So they're going to be buying a lot of oil at a high rate. So I don't know why they did this, but hopefully they'll build our reserve back, as I sleep better knowing we have a reserve in case we have a major crisis in the country. This person said on Interstate 94 in Wisconsin today, I saw a semi with an upside down American flag on the door. Doesn't this mean SOS or a distress signal? It definitely does. He's probably showing us, making a statement that the country is in distress. This is in rural southwest Wisconsin. All is good. People are out buying new cars, plus $80,000 pickup trucks, UTVs, and they're shopping. Lots of RVs and campers, a lot of out-of-state tourists. Long lines at the local coffee house for $9 lattes. Out-of-towners are still buying up farmland for hunting or getaway at crazy inflated prices. Stores are pretty much stocked, but occasionally we'll have a random shortage of items. Canned cat food seems to be always low. The only thing out of the ordinary, which is sort of funny, they have a long line of porta potties outside of Walmart, and they asked somebody that worked there, and it said because of the shoplifting in the bathroom is just gone through the roof, and people were trying to flush toilet or packaging of the items they were trying to steal, so the store locked the bathrooms. I found that interesting. This person says, I'm spending my time filling 5-gallon buckets, rotating canned goods, stacking firewood, and getting the homestead ready for dark times ahead. It seems like the masses are out enjoying life and having a great time without a care in the world. Business as usual. It makes me feel a little left out and isolated, but I think the majority of people are blindly or willingly ignorant to the troubles we're facing, and the party will be over for them soon. This person says, I love eggs, and last night I was on the internet looking and found some Augustin Farm dehydrated eggs. They clicked on the site and they had an 11-pound bucket for $76.99. What a steal. As I filled out the info to place my order, I realized the seller was some type of home store in California. Why would a home store sell powdered eggs? I have called the listed phone number approximately 7 times now. It rings 4 or 5 times and then gets disconnected. I removed my contact information from the order as I feel sure this is a scam and would never get the product I ordered. So buyer beware. Yes, be very careful ordering anything. It might pay to use a very reputable business and might pay a little bit more, but you're going to have that peace of mind. Our electric company is clearly padding the bill. There's no way at nearly 3M we use double our daily usage. I look back and this has happened 4 months straight around the same date our billing starts for the month. When I called, they said I must be doing laundry and using a microwave. Nope, and we don't have a microwave. And they showed me the bills. I have no idea, but yes, while they're sleeping, they have a huge spike in electrical use. Our local grocer has been getting trucks half empty for months, so our local Aldi's and also Tractor Supply. So not a lot of stuff coming in. That's every business is ordering lots of more material or supplies or whatever they sell, and they're not getting full trucks. We are still having to drive about an hour once a week for feed, just to get feed for their animals. Our Sam's Club was out of sugar, bananas, Doritos, all frozen potato products, honey, chili, several brands of coffee. They did say, though, that they sell rotisserie chickens for $4.98. And for these people, they get about 3.9 pounds of meat off of the bone. They tell you, buy the biggest one because it is sold by just the item, not the weight. And they get many meals off of this one rotisserie chicken. I live in Washington State. Our solid waste facility is on the brink of shutting down because basically they have too much garbage and not enough containers to hold it all. But we also had the looming rail strike, but I think that's going to be averted. But this is something to think about. If your city hauls trash out by rail and the rail yards go on strike, you're going to have a huge influx of trash and nowhere to do it. Or you're going to have to hire trucks, and the cost will be outrageous. This is a Minnesota Sam's Club. My wife buys Hormel Black Label pre-cooked bacon occasionally. 3 weeks ago, she paid about $17 for 72 slices. This week it was $21.48. That's almost a 25% hike in 3 weeks. And he says, crazy, crazy. Every state has different processes or procedures so people can search out each state that they lived in under their maiden names, their trust names, their business names, and they could be owed money. One of this is www.missingmoney.com. And there's sites where you can see. I had a relative that actually was owed money by the state, and they were able to collect it by just checking this site. So check the sites. You might be surprised. My electricity per kilowatt used to be between 10 and 12 cents per kilowatt. I'm now seeing ranges from 19 cents to as high as 25 cents. Also, plan on a rice shortage due to a drought in my area in California where we get our rice. Nothing but brown fields. It used to be beautiful green. This is Con Edison in New York City sent me the new rates increase for electricity and home gas. This is going to be insane. I don't know how people are going to afford the daily essentials like food. I looked at that and I could see 22 to 32% increases, and that was for electric and for gas. It depends on what type of customer you are. This goes out to a friend of mine. Thank you for sending me, and thank you for talking to me this morning. Yesterday, I received a food pantry delivery and consisted of potatoes, corn, and 6 cans of beans. I have been desperately preparing for a so-called brutal New England winter, and now I'm also preparing for the food pantry to dwindle to nothing and stop. She gets a delivery once a week, and she's been keeping track of what she gets, and it's definitely going down. So if you can contribute some canned goods to a church group or a community group or any group, it'd be appreciated. This is from Oklahoma. Gas prices were down, but now have gone back up, went up 20 cents overnight. The cheapest gas is $3.09. There are bags over gas pumps in many different gas stations. Went into my Walmart and they only had self-checkout open. Certain ones were only taking cash and others were only taking debit and credit card. This person wrote a lot. I appreciate it. All right. They also work for, I think it's a technical college. And I have said before that enrollment is down. I finally got a few night classes in my building. but there's a lot of online or internet things being taught. The problem is the state changed the point system, and this is the point system for medical people that are like CNNs, LPNs, RNs, and anyone working in the medical field. You get points for taking different classes, and you need that to continue, your job and keeping your license. So without getting these classes with points, people aren't incentivized to go take the class because they're going to be spending money and it's not going to help them. They were also at the bank and they noticed a lot of people withdrawing cash. Like people were taking $500 off, $900 off, $2,000, etc. I hope people are waking up. Be careful, be safe. This person said, I went to my local Walmart and picked up some good items on clearance, including weed and feed fertilizer, $15 each 40-pound bag, lawn fertilizer spreader. Many grills and other items were marked down. Now is the time to pick up deals in the outdoor center. And this was in Asheville, North Carolina. Burger King. February 1st, 10-piece nuggets were $1.49. August 1st, 8-piece nuggets are $1.99. So you had a 50-cent jump and you lost 2 nuggets. A Vietnam restaurant, they went and bought 2 chicken salads, 2 Cokes, and a sandwich. $52. Never again. Let's go into so much. Let's go to Colorado and talk about Colorado and Arizona. What's going on right now? The water war between California and other states and tribes that depend on the Colorado River are reaching a climax due to the continuous lower volume of the Colorado from its source watersheds in the western Rockies. So this is definitely affecting the Arizona farmers. They had their water cut 65%. So crops like alfalfa, hay, and this hay is being sent to Arizona and California to dairy farms. Also, cotton, corn, and other things are being affected by the drop in water. So they're predicting that dairy items will be going up because it's going to cost them a lot more money to feed their cows. So if you buy milk, yogurt, cheese, butter, etc., these things should be going up, and some people are saying they're going to skyrocket. Also, locally grown vegetables there, salad greens, cauliflower, broccoli, and all the other good things we like to eat, they're not going to get as much water. Also, it's affecting the cotton. Cotton probably is going to go a lot higher than it is now, and that's because of the drought. This person does not want me to mention the store name, and it's a large store. Everyone would recognize the name. This is located in Oregon, out west. A family member has worked as a store manager at a major auto parts retailer for almost 2 decades. Everyone shops at the stores and knows the name. They just received an email from corporate letting them know that additional hours have been added for Saturday, September 24th, and that 1,200 price changes will need to be printed off, and all prices changed that day. The most they've ever have seen was 300 price changes, and even that was very rare. So they have 1,200 price changes. So basically, it's going to cover pretty much on the entire sales floor, and they were told to get extra help to print the labels, and it would take about 30 minutes of actual printing. Stores are already running skeleton crews because they have no people applying for open positions. The family member reached out to store managers they know in Tennessee and Mississippi, and they also received the notice that the additional hours be needed added to their store so they can accomplish this huge task of repricing 1,200 items. This is in Maine. In the last year, with the increase of free housing for homeless and refugees that are overflowing from Portland, Maine, and you put that with the stress of inflation, crime, and drugs are definitely on the rise. They've noticed people are being robbed. Their pocketbooks are being taken. Cars are being broke in. This is a resort town that is being affected. Just hoping it does not get worse because police coverage is limited. So crime is just high everywhere. People are feeling desperate, and they're resulting in just wanting to commit crimes for their benefit. This person says, I live in Clarksville, Tennessee. I used to live in Clarksville, Tennessee when I was stationed at Fort Campbell. I just received my August electric bill, and compared to it August of last year, I have reduced my kilowatt consumption by 12% from August of last year to August of this year, even though this August was 7 degrees hotter than last August, but my electric bill was 27% higher. This is not a fluke. The same thing happened in July. I had a 27% increase in kilowatt cost in July as well. Everyone is being affected by this. So, you know, most people are concerned about going to the grocery store and buying food, but it's hitting us everywhere. The only thing we sort of gotten a break, but it's still at pretty high rates, is gasoline to put in our gas vehicles. This is news out of Northern Illinois. The community college that my son attends, they have a contract to do the food service there. On the main entrance leading into the service area, there was a sign posted that started Monday. They're limiting hours of operation. Instead of 7:30 until 1800, they are now going to be open from 10:30 to 16:30. So a huge reduction in time, huge. And this is only going to be Monday and Thursday, and they're going to be closed on Friday. When my son asked the cashier why they were doing this drastic change, she said the lack of staffing, also the increased cost of food, and a lack of foot traffic through the area has led to this decision. This person went to Walmart in Taylor's, Arizona today. The prices has changed since their last time. Lettuce up 30 cents. Walmart 1 gallon bottle of water up 8 cents. Eggnog up 75 cents. Freeze-dried butter, a 32-ounce can, was 17 bucks. Now it's almost $25. And the prices just go up. 2 pounds grated cheese, Walmart brand, up another 59 cents to $7.48 for 2 pounds. Just many more examples of prices going up. And prices go up once, and then I've seen them go up twice and 3 times. Last night, this person said, went to the emergency room. Husband had an EKG. They needed to shave some spots on his chest for the sticky tabs and the tags. Didn't have a razor in the ER. Had to go to the ICU to find a razor. Then they couldn't get the machine to work, claiming bad internet connection. So that's just more examples of our medical network just not up to par like it used to be. Just wanted to update you from northern Colorado Springs, Colorado. I went to my local Safeway and Sam's Club, and all the food seemed very well stocked at both places. The best I have seen in 2 months. The only thing I noticed at Sam's was the milk section seemed low. Prices are high, but they really haven't changed much in the last 2 months I have been here. Perhaps a bit of positive news. We like that. Over the last few weeks here in South Jersey, gas prices have gone down about 35 cents. Well below the $4 per gallon. Still not close to where it was, but any progress down is good. I'm in Texas, and I want your viewers to be warned of food ingredients. Recently, I saw this on one of my canned soup manufactured in Minnesota. This is canned soup. It's also in some of my cream soups that I normally use during Thanksgiving, which I make green bean casserole. The ingredients says bioengineered food ingredients. Yes. She sent a picture, or he sent a picture, and it actually says bioengineered food ingredients. Please read ingredients. Even if they say organic, I had to throw away 10 cans of food. It is something I wouldn't even want to donate to a food bank or donate to someone that needs it. So I appreciate that. And they also said, I've attached that picture, which I told you about, but they said I wouldn't want anyone to get sick, especially with our medical system crashing. This person is talking about the hospital, a large hospital in the province where they live in Canada. I'll just keep it at that, but I won't name the exact hospital. Over the weekend, an emergency physician who works at the hospital over the weekend said that they actually have too many patients, and they had 2 critical ill patients placed in 1 resuscitation bed. So literally double bunking patients. I don't know if the bed was made for 2 or made for 1, but it's definitely a problem. They also said that they ran out of the IV machines, and they had to triage who really needed an IV machine and give it to the worst patients. Also, just basically not enough room, not enough stretchers, and a lot of people suffering strokes, a lot of strokes. So there's basically a huge shortage in Canada, and we're seeing that here. There you go. There's some boots on the ground. I hope you're prepping. I hope you're taking this information. And one positive note, it looks like the trains will run, and that is great news for us all. Thanks for watching.